The difference between you and the sports bettors you see online making thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on their sports picks is not necessarily what games they're choosing, it is their bankroll. Everybody wants to make a ton of money sports betting, but the truth is, most people don't have the bankroll to actually make it happen. It doesn't matter how sharp you are. If you are only betting with a few $1,000s, you will always be limited to how much money you make. The reason why pro sports bettors are able to make so much money is not just because of their picks. A lot of people have winning picks. It is because they have the bankroll to actually scale their bets. But you probably already know that. That is why you are watching this video. So I have a solution to offer you that will fix this problem and allow you to actually have a bankroll big enough to make real profits sports betting. In this video, I'm going to give you a quick summary of what funded sports betting is and how today you can start the funded account challenge and potentially get funded for up to $100,000 to place your sports picks with. So first of all, what is funded sports betting and why is it so important? Essentially what it is, funded sports betting is one of the fastest growing industries in sports betting. It basically allows profitable sports bettors to leverage a serious bankroll. It's 2025. Everybody knows that if you spend the time, you can make money sports betting and actually be profitable and beat Vegas. But what people don't realize is it takes serious capital to actually do it right. And a lot of times, people don't want to risk their hard-earned money to make it profitable enough to spend the time to find the winning picks. And at the end of the day, it's just really difficult to scale, even if you are winning, even if you have, a 3 to 4% ROI monthly, which is insane and really good. It's just, you don't have the time to actually scale up your bankroll. So you've been looking at this screen for a while now in front of us, the Player Profit Funded Account Challenge. Essentially, this is how you get funded, guys. So Player Profit funds profitable sports bettors and essentially allows them to use their bankroll and keep 70% of the profits they make using that bankroll. Now, how does Player Profit find profitable sports bettors? That's what you're looking at right now, the Funded Account Challenge. Now, very simply, the Funded Account Challenge has two different phases. They are both the same. And then once you pass phase 1 and phase 2, you get to the funded phase, which is phase 3. Now, let me explain. In phase 1, you place a minimum of 15 bets and you have to grow your simulated bankroll 20% without going down 15%. Now, there's one caveat. You cannot lose more than 10% in one day, but as long as you don't risk more than 10% of your bankroll in a single day, you're not going to run into this problem. Now, a lot of people ask me about the 15 pick rule. They don't really understand it. So let me explain it really quick. You just have to place a minimum of 15 picks. It doesn't matter how many picks you place, so long you don't bring your account down 15%. So you could essentially use 1,000 picks to get past phase 1. It's just a minimum of 15 picks. Now, once you pass phase 1, you are in phase 2. You essentially do the exact same thing. And then you are in the funded phase. In this phase, whatever bankroll you tested for, you now get access to that funding and you get to keep 70% of all the profits you make using that bankroll. So let me give you an example. Let's say you buy the $1,000 funded account challenge. You might say, okay, well, $999 is a lot of money to take a test. Well, let's just, play this out. You buy the funded account challenge, you pass phase 1, you pass phase 2. If you think that placing 15 bets and going up 20% is not that challenging, this should be pretty easy for you. Now you are in phase 3. If you grow that $100,000 bankroll and you double that bankroll, you can get a $70,000 payout because you get to keep 70% of all of the profits above the initial account balance. You could essentially go and make on a $10,000 or $100,000 account. If you just grew your account by 10%, you would make $7,000. So again, once you're in the funded phase, actually making money is pretty easy. I mean, especially if you have a massive account and you're really starting to leverage bankroll. So again, pick the account that works for you. Okay. If you're right now maybe a $10, $20 better, go for the $1,000 account. Give it a try. It's $30, right? Understand how the challenges work. Once you understand, then you can move to the bigger accounts for the bigger profits. And guys, most importantly, what this is going to allow you to do is become an actual sports bettor. okay? You're going to be placing bets between 1 and 2% of your bankroll and actually making profits from that, right? If you have $2,000 and you're placing, 2% bankroll bets, you aren't making any money, okay? If you have a $100,000 account and you're placing 1% unit bets and you go up 5 units, 10 units in a month, that is a full-time living right there. So that is the difference, between betting with your own bankroll and betting with Player Profits bankroll. And the question you guys probably have right now is, okay, Chase, what if I get a $100,000 account, I get to phase 3, and I lose $20,000? Well, because you passed phase 1 and phase 2, Player Profit has identified you as a profitable sports bettor. They're willing to risk their bankroll on you, so you are not responsible for those losses, which is one of the best parts about this, guys. You really never have to worry about losing your own money. The only money you will ever pay is the actual money to take the test. But that's it. After that, once you're funded, as long as you don't go down 15%, you can essentially use this account indefinitely forever. So with that said, guys, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I will address all of them in my next YouTube video. I know that there are a lot of questions around this, so I'm more than happy to answer any of them for you. If you could use code StatBets if you decide to get an account, that would be awesome. It does give me a little kickback in full transparency. But if you like this video, I would greatly appreciate that. Guys, get out there and make some money.